And I think we are live, so hello and welcome to FRL F4 Season 1, Round 5 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It's another different commentary duo this time. Last week it was myself and Petival, and this time it is myself and Parrot. So, Parrot, this is your first time commentating, so how are you doing today?
I'm good. So, yeah, I don't know what I can expect from the race.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and obviously Parrot, very new to English, so please don't slaughter him. So he's going to be doing his best, and to get, I mean, to be fair, I think Parrot was in Abu Dhabi, I dare say, last season in F1, where you weren't the best at English, but you've improved drastically. But it is a dry race, or qualifying at least. Hopefully, maybe the drivers will tell us on Discord if it's going to be a dry race as well. But do you think, Parrot, you have any favourites? Do you know anyone in this field who you know is very fast, or are you a little bit unfamiliar with everything?
I don't know, but Viv GTA Gamer, I don't know. He's really fast, but he tells me that he is not really fast, and I saw him yesterday in our league on Azerbaijan, I think. Or in that Discord he said he's not really fast on this track, so I don't know.
It'll be interesting. I think VIP GTA Game was meant to join FRL, but quite a few new guys in terms of usernames. I think there's Lewis now, Paul Ties, who joined FRL. I think he joined last race. Humanoid.
FRL Alpha King is out of the pits.
Yeah, and that's the new driver. He's got a new PSN change. He's now FRL Alpha King rather than, I think it was Alpha King 04, something along those lines. But the Alpine's first on track, and
a lot of FRL drivers here.
yeah, that's what I was getting to. I think it's plus Demoniac, so 1, 2, 3, and Andy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's sick.
Who are we missing? Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty sure I've done that wrong. I think VIP GTA Game should be part of FRL, and Evolvo will next race be part of FRL, so it's going to be even more packed grid. But 18 drivers, 9 or 8 of which are part of FRL, with obviously the ones who aren't, the likes of Steven, who are going to be trying to make sure the FRL guys don't win. But it's going to be a good race, isn't it, Parrot, around Baku? Anything can happen.
Yep. Yeah, I've never seen F4 driving, so it's interesting this race for me.
Definitely. And at the moment, Alpha King, he's going to start his lap here. Another thing should be said, actually. We had an update, I think, earlier today. So a lot of the drivers have not set lap times with the new handling model. So a lot of people will be getting used to it. I know drivers like Evolvo, Humanoid, Lewis KOFC, Ayrton Senna, they haven't been able to get any laps before this. But we're going to go on board with Alpha King here in the Alpine. See what he can do to set the mark. He was very fast in practice here, so he could absolutely storm away, but just slightly misses the apex of turn 1, but uses the curb nicely on exits. Cryptic's out already, and I think that was the last proper corner, if you like, of or just before sector 3, wasn't it, Parrot?
Well, I'm not seeing but I don't know how he squares in that angle. What the hell?
Yeah, it's not the best start.
How is he spin there? I think he warms his tires and then he spoon in the wall.
Yeah, it seems as though that's happened. At the moment, Alpha King's still going quite nicely on a lap through the first sector. Into the second sector, this is more or less the castle section. You have to take a really tight apex to this corner, and then you have to absolutely send it for the maximum lap time. He's very cautious. There's more yellow flags. I think that's Evolvo being very gentlemanlike and getting out of the way, but oh no, Alpha King, just about. I think that was exit of turn 12, so big shame for him. And hopefully he manages to put in another lap. But I've just seen LS or FRL Pippo hasn't got an invite, Parrot, so I don't think we can invite, sadly, can we, during qualifying. So I think Pippo's going to miss out this race, as I think Alpha King, just looking, he's invalidated. So do you know any other drivers who are on laps, Parrot?
Viv GTA Gamer.
on mediums. So this is going to be interesting to see his first sector. 36-1.
But little Brownie is behind him and already doing a fast lap. So.
Yeah, on my end, Brownie's lagging a slight bit, so hopefully his connection's not too bad as VIP GTA Gamer hits the wall. Coming through the castle section, he keeps it pretty clean. I think
what's Demonic doing?
Demoniac, I think, used the escape roads. So he's done the likes of a Daniel Ricciardo in 2019.
With a 141.277.
And that's actually not too bad, because on a new handling module, I think we'll be seeing lap times in the 39s as... was that Lewis you were saying?
Yeah, he loses on the exit.
But at the moment it is... Evil Zook actually puts in a decent time to be 4/10 off on a medium, so that's not too shabby. VIP GTA game, he's coming around the last corner, lagging a little bit there, but the Williams man who's, I think, leading the championship, or at least has 2 wins to his name, he's going to come to line here. Illicit Brownie, he's going to get a good slipstream here. So this is going to be 2 very good laps, and Illicit Brownie takes pole with a 141.0. Not too bad at all, is it, Parrot?
Well, that's a good time, but a good tow from the GTA game, and he's really lagging, I think, but he cannot do something to that.
As I think Steven is still pushing. No, he isn't. He's in 5th at the moment. Not too bad for Steven. He actually took pole in Spain, believe it or not. As Lewis is going to come across the line. I think he spun, so I think that's
in
right.
his lap, yeah.
As Evilvo coming around the last corner on the mediums, he's going to be... Oh, it's not the fastest time, it's Alpha King! 39.9! 1 second clear of Illicit Brownie. That's a very respectable lap time. Evilvo, that's not too shabby either. I reckon Evilvo can find some time, but I think there's not too many people pushing. I know Arise is starting his lap, so we'll go on board with the Red Bull man, see what he can do.
GTA Gamer 8.5 tenths faster than his last time.
I will go on. Have a look at VIP GTA game. He's coming through the 2nd sector, and he's a second up, and he's on mediums, and he gets a big slap. He's lagging a lot. I'm not sure whether it's him warming up his tyres.
What the hell?
But at the moment,
39.
Yeah, possibly. We'll see here on the mediums. It's going to be very difficult to get in the 39s. If he even gets into the 39s, it could well be pole. It's 37, 38, 39. It's going to be good for VIP GTA Gamer, and it's nearly there. I mean, it's really above Brownie. But very respectable lap there from VIP GTA Gamer. And Steven, I think it's going on a decent lap here. No, he backs off. Ayrton Senna.
After Paul got the ball, I think it's fair to that.
Yeah.
In mediums.
But Ayrton Senna to the line. It's an improvement. 1.8 seconds off the pace. I think a lot of this is just showing that who the drivers who have practiced, I guess, on a new handling model, and it's obviously going to help them. As the cars seem to be about, I would say 1.8 seconds slower, maybe.
Yeah.
Looking through the rest of the field, Volvo, he's 7/10 up on his time. He's going to run up to the line as he pits, so it wasn't the best of laps from him. Paul...
I'm not seeing the improvement from Thijs, but he's going to the line right now.
As you say, Thijs in number 14, he's going to come across the line. It's P5, so decent lap from Thijs. It's looking quite good for a few of the Dutch drivers with VIP GTA Gamer.
Yeah, now on the line. 42.5.
I think he validated, yeah.
Yep.
As that's obviously going to hinder him, but it does seem as though, looking through the rest of the field, Highlander, he seems to be on a lap himself, so going to be interesting here to see what everyone else can do. But at the moment, it's still Alpha King on top by a 10th. I've just seen that. Arise. Oh, and now he's crashed out. How's he... Where's he done that?
Watched by Demonia. Maybe it's him. Or the other side of the track, maybe. Oh, it's here. Whoa. How he crashed there.
Oh. Yeah, I think we caught... I caught a glimpse of that. But at the moment, he's going to be missing the rest of the qualifying, but it's not too bad lap from Arise, is it, Parrot? So he's still going to be in a decent position for the race.
Yeah, still P2 with 7 tenths, but Fim GTA gamers only mediums.
As I think a few people were missing invites, Parrot. So could you invite FRL, Pippo, and Jimstrav? So hopefully there won't be any glitches.
Yeah,
But
I don't know what their PSN names are.
you
Where,
cut out a bit there.
where can I see their PSN names?
It should be on Discord, I think. Just if you go to F4 chat. But going on board with other drivers, I think Bar.
Oh,
He's going through the first sector here. Going to be interesting to see what he can do, as he's got past the 2 Haas drivers. So Bar through the first sector. He's going to need pretty big improvement if he wants to challenge for pole, and he's actually down on his time. So the American isn't doing the best of jobs at the moment in qualifying. As
I invited people, but
oh, it's Jimstrav, like every type like that. As Bar's coming through the castle section, I think his teammate's just behind, so he's also coming through the first sector. So Evil Zook, he's up by 2 tenths. So Evil Zook on pretty decent lap. As Pippo joins and Evil Zook gets all kinds of out of shape there. As have you invited Jimstrav?
Just loading. Yeah, right now.
And he should have joined now, as just look at Evil Zook, he's on a pretty good lap, being 2 tenths up through the first sector. But looking strong from the Alfa Romeo.
Pole, Alpha King is right now in another lap.
But yeah, Alpha King, he's going to be pushed. But at the moment, going on board with the Alfa Romeo of Evil Zook.
Little Brownie another time just behind our other driver. Maybe it's a tactic or something. But I don't know.
I don't think anyone knows. The times are pretty spread out at the moment, but Evil Zook coming through the last 2 the corners. If he improves by about 6 tenths, we could see Illicit Brownie, or sorry, Evil Zook jump up above Illicit Brownie. So the Alfa Romeo as Jimstrav joined, so that's good to see. Evil Zook coming up to the line. What's it going to be? As his 3 tenths improvement. So no, he didn't actually gain any places, but he's only a 10th off 5th of Demoniac.
Oh.
So as an incident's happened, Parrot, has it?
Yeah, as well. Uman nooit nearly spoon. So
going board with FRL Humanoid on the medium tyres. He's, I think, another driver who hasn't been able to practice on the new handling model, so I imagine he's going to be a little bit out of shape as he comes through the castle section, manages to navigate it well. His teammate, I think, is maybe spun or maybe
oh, Steven 1.4 faster.
And I think O'Steven's actually coming towards the end of his lap, so we'll go on board with O'Steven. There's a few drivers ahead of him, so a few guys could be jumping up the positions, but O'Steven on a parasol. Alpha King does a 39.3, so what's a lap from Alpha King? What can O'Steven do? Can he respond? He's going to make big jumps, and it's 1.4 seconds up, but it's only P9.
Let's watch how close it is from P4 to P9.
It is very close, but at the moment, Alpha King, he's got a massive gap over Arise. Arise is out of the session, so Alpha King, I mean, I'll be honest, at this pace, I think he's going to be looking towards F3, because even F3 guys I don't think can match it, but Andy puts in a decent lap time for third. He's only 1.3 seconds off the best lap, but he's, I think, going to be pushing again. Oh, he gets all kinds of out of shape, so Alpha King down in his time. We'll see if Andy's improving, but I doubt he is. Andy coming through, I think this is turn 3, the Harsman coming through, oh, as he backs off. So I think the next best driver is going to be Volvo, who's slightly down his time, and I think he's maybe has backed off. I can't really tell too much. I don't think he has backed off, but he took the castle section very, very carefully at the moment. But also going to look at F3 actually, just to see how the times compare, because that lap by obviously Alpha King was very, very fast.
Yeah.
Just going to check F3 quickly, but as I think Hawk's commentating by himself there, so As I
Yeah,
don't
rest in
think,
peace him.
yeah, I don't think they've got started yet. So
Paul crashed in the wall.
yeah, and Paul's on pads for this week, so that explains it. But at the moment, Evolvo is going to run up to the line. Yeah, he's not on a push lap at all. Ty's though, Ty's is going to come through the first sector, see what he can do in the AlphaTauri, and he's 1/10 down, so he's going to have to take the chicane nicely and have a really smooth and sweet middle sector if he does want to improve.
Is it allowed to cut the corners?
I think so, to let people by, but not to gain time.
Lewis did that, but he crashed in the wall after that, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's an odd one, but this isn't great for Tyres at all because he's got an Aston Martin ahead of him, and I'm not sure which one it is. Hopefully, oh no, they have no front wing, and who's that? I think it's Paul. So Paul did well there to get out of the way. So at the moment, Tyres is going to come through. He's 2/10 up, Tyres, so this is competitive. Hopefully, he can maybe challenge the likes of VIP GTA Gamer, as I think F3 is just starting. But so far, so good for Tyres, the Dutchman in the AlphaTauri. He's going to pick up the DRS here, and he's probably going to reach speeds of around 204 miles per hour. See what Tyres can do. Can he challenge the top 5? And he does. It's a 1.1040, I think, 0.9 there. Not too shabby at all from Tyres. And he's just a 10th ahead of Alyssa Brownie. But what are you going to say, Parrot? Sorry.
But Fib GTA game is now, his time right now is on the mediums and he's now on soft, so maybe he can take pole.
Yeah, now just looking at the standings, Alpha King's in second, taking a win in Monaco last time, with VIP GTA Gamer leading the championship by just 2 points. So the two championship protagonists, they're in a top 4 at the moment. I think as well there's Demoniac just 2 points behind them as well. So it's a very close championship, and Demoniac slacking a little bit in 7th. So it's going to be an interesting qualifying for the championship as well, with just 1 minute 43. But I think we have a timing glitch, so that's more like 3 minutes. Demoniac coming through the middle sector here. What's he going to be? He's 9/10 up, Demoniac. So this is going to be an electric lap if he can pull it off in the Ferrari colours. That Scarlet card's going to be flying through the last 2 corners of 18 and 19. Coming through the little kink of 20. He's going to pick up the DRS. Slowly but surely, as there's no cars going to be ahead of him, so he's not going to get a slipstream, but he's not going to care. What's going to be for Demoniac? It's going to be P2! What a lap from Demoniac! Nearly got into the 39s, but what a lap from Demoniac. Looking at the fastest laps, just missing out.
To the start-finish line.
As I think you said, Ty's, he's not improving in the second sector, but he is going to
do another lap.
Yeah, I don't think he was improving there, but he's got low ERS, so he's going to struggle to do that. For the IPGJ Gamer, he's I think going to start pushing as well. Andy's out. I think that's retiring in the pits, I'd hope. There's a few yellow flags around, and I think they're both McLarens. No, maybe Aston Martin. So Aston Martin and McLaren not having the best of days compared to what you'd expect them to be. But at the moment, the IPGJ Gamer,
watch by GTA Gamer.
He's going to be having, I think, Ty's ahead of him, so possibly a slipstream as Evil Zook's retired, but he's in P11, so Evil Zook did it deliberately as VIP GTA game. He's lagging all over the place, so we're going to go off him for the time being. But the guy, or the man who's in second in the championship, first in the championship by only 2 points to Alf King, he's going to be looking to try and improve as
really close to the wall.
I think Ty's is pushing, but VIP GTA Gamer is also pushing. We saw this in Monaco with Tyson Stephen. So this isn't great at all, is it, Parrot? They're going to both hurt each other's laps.
Yeah, but maybe VIP GTA Gamer is getting a really hard stove. So
yeah, he's going to want to
6/10 right now.
Get a slipstream, but he's 6/10 up. So this is looking at around P3, maybe P2. The IPGJ Gamer, I'm imagining he's going to try and go for P2. He's going to pick up a bit of a slipstream from Ty's ahead, but what's Ty's going to be doing? He's invalid, so at the moment it's VIP GTA Gamer on a pair of softs now, so this is why he's making a big improvement. What is it for VIP GTA Gamer? It's going to be good. It's second place, and it's nearly into the 39s. Brilliant lap from the Williams man. And who else is on the lap, Parrot?
Yeah, the Brownie now start finish. 40.
Oh, Stephen as
Oh,
well.
Steven.
He's up by 2/10, so this is only in the first sector. So if he can maybe be, who knows, about 2/10 up as well again,
He
or
can
in all
win 3
sector,
places.
he could
3
win
places.
about, yeah, as you said, 3 places. I think the best he can maybe hope for is Andy. But, Stephen, he's going to have to navigate this chicane. Well, he does. He doesn't hit the wall, so that's critical for Stephen. Coming through the second sector split, Stephen is 3/10 up. It's not too bad at the moment. He's looking at tides around. He got a little bit out of shape off the corner of turn 16. Coming through turn 17, 18 and 19 here. And the kink of 20, Stephen's looking good. Can he mix it with his teammate here? Stephen, number 43, the man who's aged 43 at the moment. Stephen, he's going to run up to the line here. What's it going to be for the Ferrari man? As his P8.
A 149.
Not too bad from Stephen, and a pretty exciting qualifying session as well.
And the first time in F3 is now the mediums and 139.8 from Charlie.
Not bad at all, but Alpha King still.
7 times gap.
Yeah, but as you say, 7/10 from Alpha King to VIP GTA Gamer. Those top 3 are your top 3 in the championship, so look at them. I think Alpha King's looking at F3, but god blimey, they are very fast. Coming through the rest of the grid, I think Lewis and Jimstrav couldn't set a lap, as I think Pippo, maybe he wasn't able to pick a car. Maybe that was a glitch, because we saw it before, didn't we, Parrot, with Lewis, where he joined, I think, in quali, and he went into spectator mode while driving, and it's quite funny.
Okay.
He crashed out into turn 1 Monaco when I think going in spectator mode from a wide shot, so not the best of luck for people joining in qualifier. Hopefully Pippo's got a car for the race though, as that would mean I think we get 18 or 19 or even 20 drivers.
Oh,
But,
right,
yeah.
the fastest time in F2 is already faster than this sport time.
39.2 to be exact, but 39.3 for F4. Still not too shabby with some really fast guys in F3. But in terms of the championship, I think constructors, we didn't say that as well. Ferrari are leading with 96 points at the moment, with DeMonic and Stephen really pulling away from Williams. Williams at the moment, they're in second with 78 points. Alpine in third with 65 points, with I think Alpha King being the main man who's helping Alpine. Alfa Romeo and Alpha Tauri, the two Alphas, on 49 and 31 respectively. Haas with 30 points in 6th, Red Bull in 7th on 23, Mercedes just 5 behind on 18 in 8th, Aston Martin with 9, and they're joint with McLaren, who also have 9 points. So, going to be interesting.
The formation lap now.
Yeah, as you say, we're going to start the formation lap. We got a full 20 drivers, so regarding no glitches, you always like to see 20 drivers, don't you, Parrot, to increase the competitiveness?
Yeah, but holy shit, GTA games lagging.
Yeah, VIP GT Gamer, just going on board with him. It's not great. I don't think it is. As Alpha King, he's getting a bit of a move on as Cryptic and Umanoid. No, that's Paul, sorry. Umanoid's getting a bit of sticky. He needs to be careful though, as who's that? I think that's Jimstrav? Getting very close to Umanoid, so everyone, just a reminder, you do have to spread out and leave a little bit of more of a gap than a lot of you are doing, so keep a nice distance. But for now, at the moment, it's going to be very interesting. But who is your top 3, Parrot, for the race?
I think Alpha King with this poly pace was insane. I think he's gonna win. Then I think, yeah, I don't know. I think then Demoniac and then Fib GTA game.
Okay, so you're going for the pretty boring and sensible option. I'm gonna go with, I think, do you know what I'm gonna say? I think Osim's gonna pick up his first win in FRL at Baku. Anything can happen. I think Osim will pick up the win. I've got a feeling he will Zook in second. He's always had bad luck, so I reckon he'll get his best result in FRL. And third, Jimstrav always seems to do well from the back, so I think he'll be in third. As just realising Pippo's joined as well, so that makes 9 FRL drivers. So quite a few to say the least, but it's going to be very interesting, isn't it, Parrot? Turn 1, we've seen chaos there before. Hopefully we don't see it again.
Yeah,
but,
I saw that screenshot from you from last season.
Yeah, if anyone who didn't know, we had obviously F2 and F1 last season. Not too many drivers in F1, so now with 4 tiers we've got quite a few, but F2 has a massive 10 car pile-up, so hopefully the drivers keep it a bit cleaner, but this is F4, not F2, so who knows, we could get all the grid out by turn 1, but hopefully Alphakin keeps it clean, and then we don't have a domino effect. I think, is that Pippo? Pippo taking very long, so he's enjoying his sweet, sweet time to get on the grid, but Power is going to be a great race, surely.
Top 11 is on softs. Then
Yeah.
Senna V12 on mediums and 13 and 14 on softs, 50 on mediums and Paul on hards. I don't know if that's a good strategy.
Yeah, it's going to be... but he did get disqualified, so that's not going to do his hard tyres any world of good. They're going to be ice cold. But it is 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, as we do have a little bit of a lag. Hopefully no glitches, but they rev up the engines. And it is...
And they start
lights out and away we go. And it's Alpha King who's got the better start over VIP GTA Gamer. And VIP GTA Gamer in second as someone's already out. And I think that's Andy. Andy, he's out there. His front wings flying all over the place. As I think Lewis has gone off the track. Humanoid as well. As it's virtual safety car already. And we didn't even have one in Monaco. And we've already got one before they even left the first corner.
A lot, 5 seconds. Holy.
As I think that's Highlander and Paul. Oh, wow, who's that? Oh no, the 2 alphas! What are they doing? The 2 alphas!
They're Red Bull too.
They're both teammates, but they both hit each other. This is... Oh, this is a mess. If you look as well, I think they're all got illegal overtakes.
Safety car, yep. And Bar is crashing the wall. And they're crashing on him. Oh.
It's absolute chaos here in F4, as you would expect, but if we look at the position changes...
The field is really close, so...
But Parrot, in terms of position changes, the top 5 are the same.
Yeah, but they are championship contenders, so they are not really aggressive, I think, for damage.
Yeah, just looking at the bottom, does Humanoid have a front wheel? We'll go through all the drivers. Humanoid has got a clean wing as AlphaTauri are swatching.
Yeah, they have no front wing.
As what? How's Cryptic lost his wing under safety? Well, Cryptic's now...
Yeah, he drives on the Alfa Romeo who drives on his teammate.
Oh god, Cryptic needs to be careful. He's going to lose a tyre before we even finish the first lap. But it is at the moment Cryptic who's got the wooden spoon. Looking at Lewis.
I love pit stops, I think.
Lewis has a front wing, so Lewis has done really well with no time penalties. Evil Zook has no front wing, so Evil Zook, I think, hit his teammate, so that is going to be absolute... I mean, I'm awful with names. I'm going to have to type up who's the Alfa Romeo team manager.
I don't know.
Frederick Vasseur, that's it. He's going to be absolutely annoyed with the 2 Alfa Romeos there for hitting each other.
Now.
As I think Ty's loses coming to pit, Paul's coming into the pits, Highlander stays out. But Stephen makes up a place as well. Evolvo, he's made up 3 places from 9th, so Evolvo, he's made some good progress. Ayrton Senna, he's made up 4. Ooh. And look at Lewis. Lewis, I think it's because of all the pit stops, so you can't really get too excited, but he's made up 8. And the other Lewis has made up 5, but there is some glitches with the timing, isn't there?
Yeah, I do.
As Humanoid, P12 as well, so a lot of changes down the grid. I think Cryptic's last... Red Bull not very fast with taking the wing on and off as we see in real life as the pit stop strategy comes up. But Parrot, do you know, or do you think you know what the tyre strategy is? Because we're probably not going to be seeing 2 stops, are we?
Yeah, I think soft medium or medium softs, but not the hards. But yeah, Jim is, I think he can drive it to the finish on this hards.
Oh god, VIP GTA game is lagging absolutely everywhere. His car is just stuttering. But at the moment, he doesn't seem to be. It doesn't seem to be too bad. As Demoniac, as you say, Demoniac wants to stay as far away as way.
No 5 seconds.
He definitely doesn't. As Arise though, Arise is a little bit too close for comfort for Demoniac, as it is the worst feeling. As I lose my voice, Jesus Christ. Jesus. I'll pass you on to Paraz. I'll probably get water because my voice is already dead after 2 laps.
Yeah, doing something, mate. Bunty is. Oh no. But when are we restarting the race? I think next lap, so. And it's scripted to the field. And from P40. Oh.
As I'm back with the water, so.
I don't know what the Highlanders do, but if I was him, I was bidding for remove at 5 seconds.
Yeah, as just looking at the grid.
In the pits. Lewis, he crashed that thing in the wall.
As you
Or
said.
is he going to the hearts, maybe? No, we have further damage.
No, he does have front wing damage, and he managed to keep his wing for the first lap, but he couldn't for the second lap, so that's disappointing for him. I think Highlander, I don't know why he didn't pit. Because if we look at the tyres, he's on soft tyres with a 5-second penalty, I think. So if he just pitted, surely he would be last on hards, which could go to the end with no penalty. But then again, I mean, yeah, he's going to have to serve that in the pit. So a little bit silly from a couple of drivers, like Highlander, because Evil Zook and Cryptic can't serve it. But I mean, it's going to be safety car in this lap, isn't it, Parrot?
Yeah, I think it. But you never go with this game. Sometimes it's one more lap, and then everyone is by the safety car.
Yeah, I've had a good glass of water, so I'm ready to start shouting after some action. But we've got 2 DNFs so far with Bar and Andy. Bar, as you said, I think he just went straight into the wall. So
yeah,
a little bit disappointing for the man who is at the moment 7th in the championship with 22 points. His teammate who's in 6th, Evil Zook, he's not running well either.
Oh,
as Ties hits Paul or Paul hits Ties.
For some front wing damage, I saw front wing on the road.
Paul's got it in overtake. It might be a glitch, but Paul, here's the tip: if you have got it in overtake and you want to turn it off. Oh, Paul! Can't slow down.
No, Paul has damage, I think. Yep, right end plate.
Yeah, as you say, but he's got overtake issues as well, maybe. So Paul looks like he could be crashing out.
Safe car in his lap.
Paul's going to have to be very careful here with Humanoid ahead. We could see a massive pile-up as well. So all drivers have to be very careful. As you say,
it's not letting a gap to the safety car.
Alf King, he's going to lose a few positions here as he slowly backs away. So Alf King doing the sensible thing, but it's not a very long run down to turn 1. As he Volvo, he's hit illicit brownie. So this is just a bit stupid. You can get these penalties removed, but it's not the best. As VIP GTA Gamers, they nearly touched, but VIP GTA Gamers got a decent run on Alpha King. But look at Demoniac, I mean, VIP GTA Gamers lagging everywhere.
And
Alpha goes wide, and it is VIP GTA Gamer who takes the lead. Demoniac, he's going to go down the inside of Alpha King. Brilliant move from Demoniac. And Alpha King, does he have damage?
Left end plate.
How the hell's he got that? But Alpha King, he's going to think about making a move, but he doesn't, as he actually hits.
He crashed in the back from Demonic and a west wing right now.
Oh yeah, he's got no front wing. How the hell's he lost no... He went from leading under safety car to having no front wing. I don't know how he's done this. It's going to be absolute carnage. Arise is going to have to try and get past him here. So Arise gets a move on Arise. The rest of the field is all bunched up behind Alpha King. So Arise, I think for everyone, please get a move on, because I think it's going to be absolute carnage. As there is a spinner, and I think that is Ties who had to spin. Paul as well, maybe. As Steven spun as well, so it's absolute carnage at the moment. And it's another safety car, and I am not surprised.
Damage, I think.
I mean, Parrot, the levels there weren't very good driving wise, were they, at all?
I think third GTA gamers now are good. You have a good chance to win the race, I think.
Yeah, and it's obviously not the best, but
Or demoniac, you never know.
yeah, it's going to be interesting here on a restart though for VIP
He's just
GTA
one
Gaming.
lap racing.
Yeah, just one lap we all need. But to be fair, with the laps we have been racing, there has been chaos. So if you can just get through one lap, guys, then we can start going on. But VIP GTA Gaming, he actually pits, and is that Evilvo? I think that's Evilvo, and Evilvo, he's carried on as Paul's retired, and Paul's crashed on the safety car.
A lot of people on the pitch. Whoa, that's pit day.
I think I see what you mean here. It's absolute case. McLaren are double stacking. Jim Strav, he comes into the pit. Highlander, he's having a penalty. Alpha King, he's managed to come out P8. But
they all have damage.
But Parrot, look at Pippo. Pippo, he's made a pit stop. So isn't Pippo, would you say, the net race leader?
And where is he? Oh, he's in P2. How the hell did you do this?
Well, look at
fresh tires.
Well, look at the positions gained as well. 18 for Pippo, so he's at the moment close to doing a last to first challenge. And this is not an open lobby, although the driving standards may think it is one. But the top three, second, third, and fourth, gaining at least 14 positions, and that's I think from all the safety cars. But they've all pitted. I think if I just have a little quick check. Everyone's pitted apart from Evilvo, so...
Yeah, I think it's not a good thing what Evilvo doing. I think he can better go into the pits. But,
yeah, and Parrot, if you were, let's say, in that mid-pack around, like, Illicit Brownie, what's your mentality at the moment, considering with the Alpha King incident, that just one driver who has damage, we saw, I think it was 5 drivers spin, a few get damage, a few penalties... Is your mentality just to kind of stay away from all the cars and make sure you don't get a penalty, or are you being aggressive into the next lap?
I don't know, it's really hard in the midfield here in FRL F4.
Your PGG game, he's overtook Lewis. Maybe Lewis went wide, but is that the PGG game's AI or not?
Yeah, it's really hard lagging.
Yeah, I've never seen such bad lag for F4, even though we've only done 4 races and this is obviously our 5th, but it's not great for the drivers around. And look at Lewis, look at the gap he's leaving to VIP GTA Gamer. He wants none of that. And Lewis, talking about another Lewis and Jim Strav, they're giving a few overtakes to each other. To be honest, why don't some of these guys pit for hards? They could go to the end. And I think
on the back of the field, I did do the hards, I think.
Ayrton Senna, why doesn't he go for hards? But he doesn't. Oh, Steven, I thought he would go for hard since, you know, Steven's quite a clever man with strategy, but...
But Vilvo is really fucked in this point of the race, I think.
Parrot, limit the swearing. We don't want to have too much swearing, but Vilvo, as you said, he's not in a good state. And he has, looking at the penalties, 5 seconds for hitting, I think, wasn't it his teammate, Tysloose, or no, it might have been Paul. So Evilvo is not in the best of situations. Cryptic as well. Cryptic, he's got fresh tyres, but he's got a penalty looming over his head. So when he pits again for mediums, I'd imagine he's going to have to serve that as Demoniac. Or I write it's Demoniac because it's usually the car behind you.
Yeah, the car behind us, I think, always his fault. So.
As a rise, I think he's got no damage. But that's going to be so bad for Demoniac's championship, isn't it, Parrot? Because his rival is P8. As Illicit Brownie and Ties are switching positions, the drivers, we saw this in Spain, and I don't think we really saw it in Monaco, because we had not too many finishes, but drivers really have to spread out on the safety car. We have this issue with F4 quite a lot. I mean, if the drivers are listening, what's Illicit Brownie doing?
Driving in each other, man.
I think Illicit Brownie there, he overtook Ties and then he didn't give the place back. But if the game tells you to overtake, which is usually the case with a few drivers, do not overtake. So please, the F4 guys, keep it single file. Keep a distance from you to yourself. As looking at who's the closest. Lewis, back off. I mean, Jim Strav, he's just a little bit ahead of you. You don't need to be that close. As Lewis, really close. But Evilvo is going to lead us off, and on those old softs, he's not going to be very fast, is he, at all, Parrot?
I swear I don't know. People, and he have fresher tires. I don't know if he needs to pit stop too.
I mean, that's the view
Maybe
on Evilvo.
if everyone needs to pit and a Vilvo too,
Well, Lewis spun.
then he has a good.
I think Lewis has spun, or he's had an incident. But looking at Evilvo, that's the angle from Evilvo to Pippo, and he's had a good restart. Pippo,
What's
though.
the manager doing? He's standing still on the. What the hell?
I think Humanoid's got damage.
Yeah, he's going in the pits right now.
But Evilvo leads at the moment. Hopefully not another safety car. That would be pretty frustrating, as a lot of guys have damage.
Overtake, I think. People's going for an overtake.
Pippo, is he going to go inside or outside? It looks like outside. He's going to try and brake late as possible. No. And he's going to try and get the switch back on Evilvo. It's going to be a good move. No, it isn't. And here's an interesting fact about Pippo. Pippo uses the I think it's far away camera angle. So RPG Gamer gets very close. So Pippo, I think he actually should be Williams, but he didn't manage to join in time. But yeah, I forgot what the camera angle's called, but he does use the far away angle where you can only see the car from very far away. If that makes sense, hopefully you understand.
People nearly spawned.
As you say, Pippo nearly spun in the Mercedes on the back of the AlphaTauri. He doesn't have a penalty, so he's the provisional race leader. But VIP GTA game, he's lagging a lot, but he's got good pace, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know. You have to pace for.
Well, Pippo, is he going to go down the inside of the penultimate corner? He is, and that's the move for the lead.
Now,
and VIP GTA Gamer. He's going to try and get 2 into 1. Surely not. Pippo, he takes the lead. Evilvo, they're going to go side by side. And Evilvo.
People on the wall. People on the wall. I don't know if he's damaged.
I don't think he has damage, but what racing. That was brilliant racing from them. Hopefully he doesn't have damage. VIP GTA Game is going to go down the inside. Can he leave the room? Pippo, I think he will. Into turn 1. He's going to have a little bit of the overspeed. He's going to think about down the inside. But VIP GTA Game, he needs to stop lagging. Because it is ridiculous.
I think he's spinning all the time.
Alpha King as well. Look at the progress he's making. He's up to now P5. He's going to try and go for the move on Cryptic. Is it inside or outside? It's outside for Alpha King. Into turn 3. Job done for the Alpine. But Cryptic is maybe going to get pressured by Illicit Brownie here. Brownie's got a good run on him. But now Brownie doesn't. And now he's into the clutches of ties. So a few DRS trains, isn't it, Parrot?
There's no DRS right now, but if the DRS is enabled, then yes.
Ooh, Highlander spins! And he's going to have to reverse, no damage for him. And oh, Steven, where's he come from? P9. And Evil Zoo, where's he come from? P10. No, as he lets past Highlander, which is stupid as Highlander spun, but
is Fibby GTA Game here going for the move? I don't think so, but maybe a really hard dive ball. Nope. I think he's gonna try on the range wave.
But yeah, as you say, Pippo there, that's the angle from Pippo to VIP GTA Game. Just looking on a Petronas rear wing of that Mercedes. Pippo just 5/10 ahead. I don't think VIP GTA Gamer will be able to make the move. Quite a mouthful, but Demoniac's quite a simple name. He's going to try and go for a simple overtake down the inside. He's not going to get a slipstream though, and he's starting to lose time, but he's actually managing to use that overtake to his advantage. And Demoniac in the Ferrari, he's going to go down the inside of VIP GTA Gamer, the two championship contenders, and they hit each other. The two championship protagonists, they hit each other, and that means VIP GTA Gamer, goes through, and it's a virtual safety car. And what does that do for the championship? Demoniac, he's lost his whole front wing and he's third in the championship, so awful for Demoniac.
That was not fair from Flip GTA Game. That's, I think, his fault. Really his fault.
Who's lagging quite a bit as well, but Demoniac, he's going to have to keep on going here. If he pits, I'd imagine he's going to come out around the Mercedes of Lewis. But it's not very good at all for Demoniac in a Ferrari. He's not going to do the Constructors the world of good. But obviously, it is not his fault. I think, as
But Pitpo
Aaron said.
did a really good recovery drive.
Who? Sorry.
Pitpo.
Yeah, Pippo. I think it's now a last to first if we check positions gains.
Yeah.
And it is a last to first. Brilliant from him. Who's lost the most? I think it's Arise, but soon to be Demoniac. But things can change very fast in FRL F4. And keep an eye out for Evil Zook. He's a little bit behind, but he's doing the one stop. And how powerful is that one stop, Parrot?
Well, I think it's a one stop is 8 seconds faster than a two stop, so it's really.
Ooh.
Oh, two drive-throughs. FRL Lewis and Thijs on P6.
Oh no,
P6.
who's that? Is that Brownie? He's gone off the track. It's all kicking off a little bit. Demoniac, he's letting everyone through because he's got damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we could see a big crash here. Jim Strav. Oh, Steven on his teammate gets through. Evil Zook. Evil Zook's too far behind, but oh, that would have been awful. Alpha King, I think it's Illicit Brownie. They're going side by side into turn one. Illicit Brownie backs out, but Illicit Brownie, he's having the race of his life. Usually he's not this far up in a race, but well done to Brownie. He's sticking it up there at the moment.
And now with DRS, it's enabled.
Yeah, at the moment, Brownie's going to try and go for the move. He got 7 points last race. He's going to try and go for 18. And the McLaren's going to dive it down the inside for a podium spot. We've heard this before, as they do touch. And it's Illicit Brownie dropping down into third. And oh, Steven, he's on the back of Jim's drive. Oh, Steven's having quite a good race, considering where he qualified. He's going to be looking probably for a podium as well, as I think Evolvo gets past Arise. And Arise, does he have damage? Because he's on those softs.
5 seconds speeding in pit for Ayrton's channel.
Azumino is just ticking along quite nicely there with the drives behind making pit stops.
Really big gaps between the drivers.
Yeah, further back, but in the middle section, the main train.
Oh, alright, spoon.
Yeah, and that's just I just called that, and he's lost his whole front wing, and that's Arai going to be dropping down right down the order, isn't it?
Yeah, I need to pit on it.
Oh, Lewis is spun! Lewis is spun, and we've probably you don't usually hear that in real life. I don't know what he's doing. What?
Oh, that's.
And he's lost his front wing. Do not crash into the wall when he manages to get through. Demoniac, remember him? He's in P13 as the sun beams out very nicely there for the Ferrari. Demoniac is going to pick up 2 positions here. Arise and Lewis going slowly. Hopefully Cryptic doesn't hit his teammates, as I think
fastest lap for Alpha King 144.1 on the mediums, and Lewis squares here.
Oh, Lewis. He's crashed, and it's another safety car, and if Monaco didn't have safety cars,
why?
Baku certainly has.
Why do you need to make a safety car? It's so... Yeah.
You can see Humanoid there, just goes past him. But for drivers like Lewis, once again...
Oh no! And Thijs still with his drive-through. Oh, on P4.
But just looking at the penalties, drive-through as you said for ties, but... What does this do? Does this mean the leader's pit, Parrot? Surely Pippo pits. Surely he pits.
If you're not... Yeah, but did he start on mediums or softs?
Ooh, that's going to be a good question.
On mediums, then
softs, no softs.
Yeah,
he could pit for mediums, but then again, he can maybe take those tires to the end? No, he can't. So Pippo, surely he's going to pit.
Yeah, to the mediums, I think.
Fingers crossed Pippo manages to make the right choice, as this could be make or break for him. Obviously, in Monaco, I don't think he was... No, he did. He got 4th. I'm waffling quite a bit, but he did get 11th in Spain, so... Oh, this is quite the race, isn't it, Parrot, with you making your debut in FRL commentary?
Yeah, I know how I am doing the commentating, but...
Do you think there will be any more safety cars? I think that's the main question. With 16 drivers left, it's very much possible, isn't it?
I think 2 safety cars remaining after this.
Ooh, Pippo pits. Does Alpha King pit? Alpha King doesn't. Illicit Brownie pits. That is a shock. Who would have thought that? Ties pits, obviously, for a drive through, and he hits the wall! Ties, he didn't have to do that. Jim Strav pits. Oh, Stephen pits. Evil Zook, he's going to take P2 here. If he can have a massive... He's going to have to use overtake here. I think he's not going to be fast enough. Evil Zook, is it going to be second for him on the hards? This could be make or break for his race.
Oh, no, not there.
Has he?
Oh, he did. Oh.
What's a move from Evil Zook there, just when it counted. It's an FRL 1, 2, 3, so at the moment, FRL dominating, but Evil Zook, very, very lucky there, wasn't he?
Yeah. Whoa.
As Lewis is very slow.
Oh, fucking, he needs to pit, I think, another time after this.
He probably does, just looking at Lewis. Lewis is the last man, and Humanoid's made another place. Humanoid's up to P11, and anyone who knows Humanoid, he's been struggling to finish like a couple of drivers. Like, I think Cryptic hasn't had the best run of form at the moment, as Demoniac's pitted again.
Why are they going to the softs, man?
They can't go to the end, so maybe softs again. Smart. What's Arise gone for? Arise has gone for soft, medium, soft, soft. So
that's interesting.
Very interesting.
But how is Lewis gonna unlap himself?
Now Parrot, you have to listen to me here. It is the Christian Horner master plan with both Red Bulls on the softs. I think they're going to be trying to go to the front. There'll be a safety car and they'll box for another pair of softs. And I think it'll be a Red Bull 1-2. I think that's what Christian Horner's thinking. But who knows if it'll come true.
Yeah, maybe. I say 2 6 more. I think 1 6 more, but 2 is... Yeah, I think 2, but 1 is good enough for the...
We're not even halfway through. We're not even halfway through here in F4. How many laps has F3 done?
Oh.
F3's done 4, so we're still ahead of F3. We always are ahead of F3.
And they still have a safety car now, the first 4 laps.
As Andrew, I think, says, what is Brownie doing? He obviously crashed, I think, lap 1 very early on. As, I think this is a few drivers reacting quite a while back with Andy. So, any viewers, I mean...
In the pitch. But what? Why are you pitting? You're not allowed to do your drive-through right now.
Yeah, damage, I think. Because on the way into the drive-through, he did pick up damage. So, Ty, see where he's going to come out now. Humanoid up into P4. Cryptic P9. Oh, Stephen P8 on fresh hards. But in your opinion, Parrot, who can go to the end now? And who's your provisional race leader? And who do you think's going to win?
Wait, let me watch the tire checks. I think Alpha King needs to pit 1 time more.
Yeah?
I think Evo can win the race, but maybe people on the fresh mediums is really fast.
Pippo is surely, going to be the favourite.
I think my top 3 is now 1 Pippo, then Brownie,
ooh,
and then
no rush. Think about it. Who?
Oh no, Pippo P1, Brownie P2, and Evil P3 then.
Which Evil?
Izook.
Well, we got a lot of names here, don't we? We've got 2 Lewises, one of them being out, and we got 2 Evils. And both Evils are a 2nd and 4th, and we could see a battle of the Evils. Which Evil's the best Evil, who knows? But it's all a bit confusing. And they're both in 2 AlphaTauri, so which Alpha is the best out of the 2 Alpha or Alpha? It does get a bit confusing. But it is Alpha King who should be leading underway next lap, as I think we're waiting on his teammate Lewis to catch right back up. But oh, it's going to be quite chaotic, isn't it, on another restart, Parrot?
Yeah, I hope they not crashing in each other right now.
Yeah, just seeing Ayrton Senna. Ayrton Senna's caught up. Highland has lost his whole front wing. How's he done? The driving from the drivers Just take it
that's a
easy on
hard-
the safety car. I know it is on.
Mazepin.
Yeah, Mazepin indeed. Oh no!
Pippo.
Evilvo
No.
and Pippo, they hit each other, and that could be
Oh.
awful for both their races. And this gives Evil Zook an
Yeah,
even
Evo
better
the
chance
pits.
to win.
Oh.
And Evil Pits as well.
No.
So that means Illicit Brownie's one step closer to a podium, and VIP GTA Game, or aka Mr. Laggy, he is in P5. Jim Straven P6, his teammate, or should be his
But
teammate.
mate,
But
What's
wow.
the fastest lap? And then other.
Humanoid Pits.
144.1.
Or Humanoid Pits for softs.
But why?
Oh, we had a front wing change.
Double stacked in AlphaTauri.
Do you think that's clever? Do you think softs can make it to the end? Because it's going to be touch and go, isn't it?
12 laps.
I think you can do 10, but I mean the rate of spins is going to be quite a few. But then again, I guess on the softs you're going to spin less, if that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't, probably doesn't. But at the moment, I think Evilvo is the next man to catch up after Lewis managed to make up a few positions. But I mean, how many laps have we had under safety car, Parrot? I think more than we've actually had green flag running.
I think 8 laps under the safety car or something.
And F3, you
Oh,
know,
no.
they're catching us up. They're on lap 6, nearly 7. We're on lap 14.
No, we did, I think, 10 safety car laps. Yeah, 10. That's
Jeez.
incredible.
I think it's quite impressive, but just for the wrong reasons, as the two Red Bull seem to be switching places there. Waiting for Mr. Ties to catch up.
Is that allowed? or
As a
not?
rise, he's left.
Oh, huh? Oh, Steve, 5 seconds.
I think that
Why?
might be an illegal overtake, but and then not giving it back, but that should be able to get removed, shouldn't it, for Steven, if it was not his fault.
Yeah. But maybe safety car in this lap, I hope.
Yeah,
so.
Ty's just caught up, so hopefully we get some green flag running. It feels like forever since we've got
Yeah.
green flag running, and we do. Does this sound familiar? Alpha King takes us leading on the way. It sounds a
I
bit
hope
familiar.
no 5 seconds for people right now.
Indeed, as there's quite a few penalties bopping around. It's like a little
What's
bit of
the
a mix.
distance between Jim and Film GTA Gamer?
It is going to be
Oh.
pretty massive, as Jim is leaving a pretty big gap. Steven's leaving a big gap as well. Cryptic though, he's right on the back of Steven. He doesn't need to be that
They
close.
started, I think.
No,
Oh,
we
no.
don't. Iwazuki has to be careful of that overtake. He doesn't want to spin under safety
Yeah,
car.
and guys,
Oh, Iwazuki's going to have to be careful. I can see this going wrong.
and they on. Yeah.
Oh, Pippo, he's got the good start on Iwazu. Pippo, is he going to go down the inside of Iwazu? He does go down the inside into turn 1. What a move from Pippo. He's going to be now chasing the lead. As looking in behind, it's Evil Zook, who's going to be overtaking VIP GTA Gamer. They get very close. And now Illicit Brownie's going to be lining up Evil Zook. And now Jim Strav as well. So Evil Zook, he's getting absolutely hounded around by these drivers.
People in the inside here. Oh, for the
race
the
win,
first
this is
place.
going to be for the lead. Pippo, he's going
What
to
an
go round the
overtake.
outside of turn 3. Brilliant move from Pippo. We just about...
and
Oh, I
flash
missed that.
mediums.
As a
Yes.
VIP GTA game, he's in 3rd. Alpha King lost a position and Evil Zook in 5th. He lost quite a few positions on the restart. Jim's drive, he's going to be chasing him down, but Evil Zook, what can he do? Oh, he's going to need a bit of a miracle to get a podium now. Oh, a cryptic hits Demoniac, and now Demoniac hit Steven, but Demoniac
that's
doesn't have
damage.
damage. Does Steven have damage? Or maybe he's just slow. I think we've heard
I
that
hope
before.
not.
He doesn't have
I've
damage,
seen-
but Demoniac's much faster. I think Steven has to let his teammate by, because his teammate's much faster than him. But Steven's not going to budge, I don't think, because Steven is a pretty stubborn man behind the
Oh,
wheel.
and that
As
crashed.
Highlander retires, I think Ties is going to come through, and it's another safety car after one lap of
Oh.
running. This is
Why,
a little bit
man?
ridiculous, and Lewis has crashed as well.
How are you crashing there, man? The Highlander.
How has he crashed there? Did he hit someone? I think he hit someone. Lewis!
Oh.
Oh, Ties!
Oh,
How did he do that? And Pippo,
Oh,
is he going to stay out? Who's going to be pitting? I think it's VIP GTA Gamer. He's going to be pitting. So is Alpha King. Evil Zook, he's going to stay out again. So Evil Zook is going to be round 3 again for keeping a podium. Pippo in the lead. Illicit Brownie in second, and I don't think you've ever seen this top 4 in your life. It's a very odd one.
Yeah. Cool.
Humanoid P8! How's he done that? This is an absolute ridiculous grid shuffle. And VIP GTA Gamer, he's 9th. Make that 10th. Do you think these guys can make it their way through the field, Parrot? Because, I mean, Alf King on mediums, not even softs. This is going to be really bad for them, isn't it, in terms of their overall race?
Yeah, they got out to the mediums, but not Ayrton Senna, he's on the soft.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting as they've got a safety car as well in F3 with Michael F1 leading from
I love safety
Bulo.
cars on Azerbaijan.
Yeah, as you would expect. Hopefully we don't get too many for F1 and F2 tomorrow, as you'll be seeing myself and Parrot racing tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. Hopefully we don't do what Highlander and Lewis did and take each other out into the second sector, but I'm sure we won't.
Yeah.
As Tyes is 16 seconds behind Ayrton Senna, so hopefully he can catch up fairly soon. As
Lewis is saying in the chat, people keep hitting me, it's so annoying.
I mean, he was ahead of Highlander, so I think Highlander smashed into Lewis. Because otherwise, Highlander, how can he crash like that? I think he hit Lewis.
Senna spoon. Whoa. He's stuck.
Oh no, Ayrton Senna, you say he needs to make sure he doesn't have damage. Tyes, this is going to be a brilliant overtake. Tyes, go down the inside! Brilliant move from Tyes.
Do I reset it to Eggman?
Yeah, Ayrton Senna there. At that point, I think, I'm not really sure. I think it's not best to reset the track. But, yeah, I mean, a good move from Tyes there nonetheless. As looking through the order now, we're waiting on Ayrton Senna to catch back up.
Oh, and he going to pit, I think, or not? No.
Yeah.
No damage, eh?
But it is Ayrton Senna coming through past the lovely scenery of Baku at the moment. But Pippo leads in the Mercedes. Mercedes on top.
Thijs with 6 pit stops. Senna with 5.
And Tyes, yeah, with 6. Ayrton Senna with 5. Why are the Red Bulls overtaking each other again? What are they doing?
Is that allowed or not?
No, I don't think it's allowed. But I mean, if they want to do that and not report each other,
yeah.
I mean that's up to them. But confusing stuff. Helmut Marko, he's going to be probably on the verge of probably jumping off the castle of Baku with these drivers. But at the moment it is Pippo on top with Illicit Brownie in second. Evil Zook in third with the other Evil in 7th. Both Lewises have crashed out, that's the big headline. So both Lulus are out. But as far as we're concerned, Pippo's on top.
Wait, Lewis sent something in the chat, maybe you can read that.
Highlander hit me when he was in front of me and I went in front and he hit me again from behind, which sent me off into the wall. What an idiot. I think that looks that sounds as though what I thought it was going to be, and if that's the case, Highlander just needs to improve his driving. He will receive some penalties, so hopefully Lewis has reported it. I think he usually reports incidents, so that's quite good for his race. Looking down the order, Jim Strav, O'Steven, Demoniac, Evilvo, Humanoid, Alf King, VIP GTA Gamer, Cryptic, Arise, Tyes and Ayrton Senna are your drivers who are still in their race, and we've still got 9 laps to go. Parrot, how's this going to go? Who's your top 3 again? Let's try this one more time.
Third time, man.
Third time lucky. Come on, Parrot.
Okay, I think Pippo still is on a really good spot on his tires, right?
Yes, yeah.
Where is it? Then still Brownie P2.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe O'Steven on P3.
Ooh.
I hope for him.
O'Steven, he has a 5-second penalty, but that will be removed, I think, if it wasn't his fault. So try and ignore some of the penalties, because I think they will be removed unless they were obviously the driver's fault. But we can't really tell you that, because obviously we don't know how it was all like. But it is safety car, and it's like Illicit Brownie. Once again, he's known for hitting people under safety car. If he does it again, I mean, it's on his head be it. The 2 Ferraris are getting very close. And I think
this moment, it's Demoniac, the championship leader.
Yeah, as you
That's
said,
insane.
Demona Championship leader, his rivals Alpha King in 8th, VIPGJ Gamers in 10th, and they're very close. And I think Umanoid's being swamped here. Umanoid's been overtaken by VIPGJ Game and Alpha. Oh god, what happened there with Umanoid? I think he jumped over the curb.
Really
Arise is going to think about going down the inside. It's very laggy. I look at that, I think someone's lost it. Or maybe not, but VIPGJ Gamer, he's in 7th. Looking at Alpha King, I think there's a move with Jimstrav getting very close to Evil Zook. Jimstrav has no helmet for some reason. Arise makes the move on Umanoid as he gets a little bit out of shape, but we've got good clean running for now. But any battles, Parrot, that are catching your eye?
No, there are already really big gaps. So, although Jim is really close to Evil Silk right now, but
Yeah.
the caster section is not really good.
Ooh, VRPG game, and that's for the championship. I mean, he's been on fine form, hasn't he? Even though he's been lagging. And that's a Ferrari. Which one though?
No, O'Steven.
I think it could be O'Steven.
No, O'Steven is fine, I think. Yeah,
Is it Demoniac?
Yep, Demoniac. Oh.
And look at that, that's the championship leader who's going to be going into the lead. VIPGG game, he takes over the championship lead. So it's a little bit swap as Evilvo gets damaged. And there's more front wing flying off. And Evilvo, he's lost a bit of his front wing. There's a dive bomb going round in the background. Humanoid trying to get dive bombed by Cryptic. Moves going up and down the field. I don't think I can keep up as Jimstrav.
With the overtake on Evil Zook.
He's going to try and go round the outside of the Kingle 20. He's going to have no DRS though. He's going to have to use the same. He's going to have to use better straight line speed and the overtake. The Williams looks to have made the move. And Evil Zook breaks really early. Oh, Steven gets past as well. VIPGJ Gamer gets past. What's happened to Evil Zook?
He lived too much, I think.
He broke way too early then. Loses 3 positions. But oh, Steven, if he can get past Jimstrav, he could be on the podium.
Yeah, Gamer right now behind on Steven Tills. So, oh, that's really close.
Indeed, it is very close. But VIPGJ Gamer with his lag, he seems to still be able to make up the moves. Maybe it's because drivers are scared of him. There's yellow flags. Please, not another crash. It looks like Cryptic. Demoniac's had an awful race, and I don't think it was completely his fault. Seems to have a few incidents. Oh, VIPGJ Gamer, he's hitting Steven. It's like bumper cars with this.
But people, his gap.
Oh,
what is he doing?
Oh no,
yeah,
VIPGJ Gamer, he just hits off Steven, and he's going to get a big penalty for this.
That's another time his fault. The last fault from him was in turn 1, and yeah.
And I can tell you for a fact, Steven definitely has a POV for that. So.
But 5th GTA Gamer, he punched 2 Ferraris in the wall, this way. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, look at the 2 Ferraris on 12th and 13th.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be swearing at VIPGJ Gamer, and it's probably deserved. VIPGJ Gamer, although it has been very laggy on his behalf. He's just been, he's been hitting everyone. Umanoid, is he making a move here on Evil Zook? I don't believe this. Umanoid, he never makes overtakes. As it looks like there could be a safety car.
Steven crashed or?
Steven crashed, yeah, you can see there. Oh, he just hit the wall, and Cryptic nearly hits him.
No, Steven, why, man?
There's no safety car. Umanoid nearly made the move on Evil Zook there. Evil Zook's tyres. They are going off.
To past 5th GTA Game. Alpha King on the outside of 5th GTA Game here.
Umanoid, he's going to try and go for a move on Evil Zook here. Oh, Umanoid thinks about it on Evil Zook. This is quite good racing here from 7th and 8th. I don't think these two would have expected to race each other. This is going to be quite exciting here. Umanoid in P8, Evil Zook, Ayrton Senna in P9. This is going to be interesting. As you say, VIPGJ Gamer, he's defending from Alpha King.
Damage, but it is not.
And at the moment, Parrot, it seems as though Pippo's got the win. Or maybe not.
Prediction. VIPGJ Gamer nearly lose it.
Ooh.
Really much more pace.
Umanoid, he keeps nudging the wall. He goes wide again. Ayrton Senna, he's going to try and make the move. But then Umanoid is going to try and make the move on Evil Zook. There's a great battle here. But there's also a good battle for P4 between the championship rivals. This is going to be probably not for position with VIP GTA Gamer pick up a penalty. Alf King uses their ERS very early as looking further down the order.
Overtake, but what's the ERS from VIP GTA Gamer and Alpha King? Whoa.
Humanoid right on the back of Evil Zook there. He's going to have to be careful not to spin. Humanoid, I think he's going to make a move here. I don't think we've seen him make a move. VIP GTA Gamer, he's also going to be overtaken by Alpha King. Alpha King, he's going to think about going down the inside, but he doesn't. And I think Humanoid's made an overtake on Evil Zook. The scenes of this race have just got even wackier. Ayrton Senna, oh no, Humanoid, he outbrakes himself and... Oh no, Humanoid spun! Oh, he's got to be careful after making an overtake. He doesn't want to ruin it. Ayrton Senna, he's going to be going after Evil Zook. But Humanoid, he has
close to Jim.
No damage. As you say, it's a battle for the podium, isn't it? But then again, VIP GTA Gamer will get a penalty, we're sure of it. Ayrton Senna and Evil Zook.
Really close.
And it's a good move from Ayrton Senna. We haven't seen much of Ayrton Senna this season because he has been crashing.
Inside here. Inside in the castle section here.
This is going to be risky on a man who's very laggy. And we've seen this happen before. VIP GTA Gamer. Didn't he get overtaken twice there? That's Cryptic. Cryptic's out. I don't know how he's been out.
I thought VIP GTA Gamer spawned in the wall there, but the glitches.
Oh my goodness. The lag, he's going to probably hit his teammate and we won't know about it because it's laggy absolutely
People
everywhere.
5 seconds away.
Looking down the order, Demoniac, he's going to be trying to make a move on Humanoid. Seems going to be pretty easy move for Demoniac and it's bread and butter. Humanoid goes wide, he's going to have to be careful not to spin as he goes really wide.
Oh, is GTA Gamer going to try to take the spear forward? Maybe.
He's so laggy, he looks like he's losing the car everywhere, but his VIP GTA Gamer...
He's going for the overtake here.
He is going to go for it.
Now.
He doesn't care about the penalties. VIP GTA Game is going to go down the inside of his teammate Jim Strav. Jim Strav, what's his reply there? He's going to try and stick around the outside. And where's Arise come from? Arise is P6 at the moment.
Oh.
Brilliant from him at the moment from Arise in the Red Bull. Oh, he hits the wall and that could be damage for Arise. I was just looking, Demoniac's got some very good pace, so keep an eye out whether he wants to catch up Evil Zook. He's ahead of Humanoid as Humanoid's pitted for whatever reason. Yeah, there's a move after the pit stops, but it seems as though the AlphaTauris aren't having a great day at the office at all, with being P10 and P12. Arise though, for P6. He's on the back of Jim Strav, and Jim Strav looks really slow on these mediums, but I guess these mediums are really going off. Arise doesn't think of a move into the castle section. That would have been overtake of the season, I am sure, as there's a lot of lag at the moment as Humanoid picks up a penalty.
What's the pit lane exit?
That's a weird one. As Arise tries to go out around the outside. Nearly a brilliant move for out of turn 14.
Overtake him on the men's 12, I think.
Arise really has got less ERS though, the Red Bull
man.
man.
Has no DRS right now. So.
I think Humanoid spun.
No safety car, please.
As things seem to have gone bad to worse for Humanoid, as there's more yellow flags and Arise is out, and that could be another safety car. And I'll tell you what, a safety car I wouldn't mind at all, but I think we've hit our limit. Yeah, no safety car, I don't think. I mean, it's right on a racing line.
Oh, Steven loses his 4th place in the championship. Yeah. And maybe his 5th place in the championship.
Maybe indeed. Looking at the battle, there's actually an overtake, and that's Alpha King round the outside of turn 3. Completely missed that.
Overtake.
How's he done that? And here's the thing: if Alpha King gains 5 tenths, make that 4 tenths, 3 tenths.
Oh, he's really faster, I think.
I think he's gonna take the win because maybe Pippo's penalty might not get removed.
Yeah, you never know.
As Humanoid, he's gonna have the DRS on Evil.
The only one with a 3-second time penalty. So. Yeah,
Ty's he's the only one to obviously pick up 3 warnings, which obviously equals a penalty. Humanoid, Yeah, just looking.
A
This
lot
is
more
for
pace.
yeah. As that's what we receive for the battle for second. It's an FRL 1-2 at the moment, but Humanoid is the closest battle we'll be focusing on, and Humanoid has 5 seconds worth of penalties, as you can see there. Evil Voe has 5 seconds of penalties in 10th.
Ooh, really close.
And this is for position, isn't it, Parrot?
Yeah, for 1 point, it can be decided in the championship.
And Evil Voe, how many points has he got this season? I don't think it's too many. Oh, fair enough, he's got 15, it's quite good
50.
compared to Humanoid's 1. So Humanoid's quite desperate for a point. Evil Voe doesn't need one too much as Demoniac.
And Sword Ring is off. Whoa. He outrageed himself.
Oh, Humanoid just missed that as I went off board. Very close as Demoniac makes the move on Evil Zook, and Evil Zook, he's going to drop down to P8 here. I think those hards are well and truly gone, aren't they?
Oh, and Dice in the wall, he got damage, I think. Yep, left end plate.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to pay it because 22 seconds in 3 laps, he's going to be fine. Unless he wants to go for fastest lap, which he clearly doesn't. But it's quite quiet at the moment.
But all the things
just again.
catching him really hard right now on people.
Yeah, let's look at Alpha King because he is quite a fast driver.
Yeah, he was in that qualifying, he was 7 tenths faster or something.
Yeah, he just didn't have the luck though, obviously, in the race. So, Alpha King, you can see here.
Maybe catch him in the last lap, but I think it's too late, 1 or 2 laps.
I mean, you can see him, can't you? Pippo, he's right there.
Yeah, that's, if you see one driver, you want to get him. So.
Alpha King, he's got a very kind of lethargic driving style, very kind of slow and calm. Quite
but
nice as Humanoid's pitted.
By Brownie on 510s with DRS.
So I think we could be seeing an overtake here. Brownie's on older hards, VIP GTA game, he's on fresher mediums. I think VIP GTA game, he was gaining quite a lot before there. Demoniac, he's on the back of Ayrton Senna, so that would be nice to see him make the move as Ayrton Senna's all over the place, and Ayrton Senna's got damage, I think. He might have damage, otherwise...
What is he doing?
He doesn't have damage. What is he doing? What's he doing? He nearly hits Demoniac there, and I think he tried to get the DRS by slowing down, which is a very odd tactic.
The inside for the podium place.
But with penalties, I don't think that's going to stay the same. But Brownie's going to drop down to P4. And look at the gap. Alpha King, 1.4 to Pippo as a confirmation there. Oh, Demoniac. Really Demoniac makes a move on Ayrton Senna, so that's actually an overtake for position. And Alpha King on Pippo, he's closing all right.
I think Alpha King is gonna win, and then people remove the penalty, he's still winning. Because he's now taking DRS, and then the final lap is...
So this could be...
overtake him.
This could be the battle for the win on the last lap. So get yourself strapped in, get your popcorn if you have 30 seconds to... As Evil Zook, he's on the back of, I think, Ayrton Senna. Ayrton Senna, does he have damage? He does have damage, and that's Evil Zook going to be gaining a place for sure. If Ayrton Senna crashes out, that's him going to be losing a point.
But maybe it's Alpha King going for the winning position this lap already. Yes, I think. Yes, in the first inning, maybe on the main straight.
But Alpha King, he's going to stay patient. He's got the DRS. He's going to let it work. He's going to use the overtake. This is going to be the overtake for the lead. This is on the last lap. Alpha King down the inside. What a move by the Alpine. Just use the straight line speed. Pippo, though, he's going to keep fighting in the Mercedes. He's got a lot more ERS.
Driven, man.
Pippo, though, he's going to have to use everything. He's going to have to use absolutely everything here, but I don't think he's going to be close enough, but he's going to keep trying. Pippo, can he make the move on Alpha King round the outside? This is going to be cheeky enough. Alpha King, he loses the position and Pippo responds brilliantly.
But he got the last main straight now, Alpha King. That's maybe a tactic from him.
Evil Zook makes the move on Ayrton Senna as well, and that's for P7. Ayrton Senna just nipping his nose in, and they touch, and that's Ayrton Senna spun round. And that's going to be his race pretty much over for P7. But look at Alpha King. He's all over the back of the Mercedes. He knows if Pippo gets his penalty removed, he has to get past him.
It's a tactic that I think for the last minute to wait.
Pippo, is he going to
DRS.
slow down for the DRS, or is he maybe just going to go straight for it? Alf King, he's got a lot less ERS than Pippo. Pippo's going to have to use all that ERS to combat the DRS of Alf King, but so
the fast
far...
lap times from them, Alpha King's fast lap is 1.7 seconds faster than Pippo.
And get yourself strapped in. This could be for position if Pippo's penalty get removed. Alf King, he's a little bit wide here. He's going to have less... Oh no, Pippo, he loses it! Pippo, he's out! Pippo's out, and that's the win! Lost for Pippo.
And Brownie podium.
And Brownie's going to get the podium, as you said.
What a crash. Last 2 seconds, and then he's doing this.
Oh no, Pippo!
Senna crashed in the safety mode.
Jim Strav's out of fuel, is he? No, he's just lifted off, I think. But whoa, how was Pippo?
P2, Brownie P3.
What a race! What a race you've seen!
What an end!
Jim Strav P4, Demoniac. What a recovery for P5, considering he's third.
I wanted to see that Alpha King overtakes Pipo, but it did not happen.
Oh, we missed out, but it was just as good with the drama of Pippo spinning. Parrot, I mean, any words on this race as it's just coming to a close? Surely that's one of the best races, or most chaotic ones you've ever seen.
Yeah, maybe another time commentating.
Yeah, I think a lot of people want to commentate on this action, but it is Evilvo. He's going to pick up a point. No, he isn't! Evilvo crashes as well. He loses 2 bits of his suspension. And poor Humanoid. Humanoid's been lapped. Humanoid's been lapped. And if Humanoid wasn't lapped, he would have got P9, his best result of the season.
8 people on the points now. Oh.
But Humanoid's P10 or P11 because he was lapped. How rough is that for
Jim,
him?
But I think Pippo is with his DNF still the driver of the day. What a drive. But Alpha King too. But yeah, I think overtakes after the safety car.
I would say, in terms of driver of the day, I think although Alpha King had blistering pace and obviously deserved the win, I think we all saw it coming. I would probably, you would give it to Pippo to give it to someone other than Pippo. I would say this at Brownie. He's never been on the podium in FRL F4, as I just check my stats. And
Jim,
no, he has never.
To P4, eh?
Yeah, Jim having a great race is F3 only has 8 drivers left, so
interesting.
And Edzak is leading, but in terms of here, it is Alpha King who takes pole, win, and fastest lap. If that's not for him going up to F3, I don't know what is. Absolute domination for Alpha King. Looks like it's F3 for him.
Man.
Dutch on 2 indeed, but VIP GTA Gamer, will he keep that? I don't think so, with the Steven incident.
FRL 1-2, but I think he's getting a lot of penalties. I think 50 seconds or something.
So Jim Strav will be on a podium, so I think Jim Strav, big shout out to him. I think I put him in my top, I think I put him in 3rd, so I'm pretty happy with my prediction. But you put Demoniac, VIP GTA Gamer and Alpha, if I wasn't mistaken, so you did pretty well as well on your predictions.
I'd
look at the guys who didn't finish. It was Andy, Bar, Paul, Lewis, Highlander, Lewis again, FRL Lewis, Steven, Cryptic, Arise, Pippo, and Evilvo, as they did not finish.
What's the fast lap from Alpha King, man?
It is very fast, 42.1.
And the rest of the drivers from the 43.
I mean, what a race from all the drivers. I think that was pretty chaotic and special to watch. Alpha King bags his 2nd win in a row. VIP GTA Gamer, he gets his 3rd podium of the season. I just need to make sure of that. Sorry, 4th podium in a row actually. So very strong from VIP GTA Gamer. It's quite a mouthful, his name. But Illicit Brownie takes his 1st podium. Jimstrav,
but
after
championship leader.
Yeah, new championship leader, but I don't think Alpha King.
And Demoniac maybe too, but I think too big gap for the penalties of the death.
Ooh, 24. Oh, -5. That's 19. And I don't think the time's ticking along here, so this is
Yeah, why do we need no food?
we might have to do the interviews with this screen, which would be a little bit annoying, as I don't think I can close the application unless I can.
No. Then you're ending this tweet.
Okay, so we're gonna have to look at the standings here this way. Sorry to anyone who likes a little customization, but we should probably go to the interviews, and I will say bye
I
to
think
Parrot.
that's nice, this background right now.
Yeah, I mean you get to see what the results, but Parrot, big thanks for stepping in, as you're obviously not a commentator. Hopefully we see you maybe in F4 again, possibly next week if Dan can't make it again. But it was great to have you commentate, and obviously thanks for stepping in. And any words for the race in general?
I don't know. Nothing to say right now.
But yeah, what's a race? And obviously Parrot, thanks. And I'll probably join the interviews now, but bye bye. As we should now be in the interviews. Hopefully the drivers join some time. As just looking, I think a few guys are joining the party. As we got a couple just joined, so we'll wait for them to all join. But as I think just waiting on a few more. But have we got Alpha King in the party?
Yeah.
And well, Alpha King, to put it simply, was an absolutely dominant drive from you. You took pole, you took the fastest lap, and you obviously took the win. I mean, how would you describe that performance in a few words?
Well, to be honest, it was just great.
Yeah, I mean, I think we found you just were on an absolute other level with your pace, especially in qualifying, being 7/10 ahead. In terms of that lap in qualifying, was that the max you could have extracted from the car, or was there even more you could have given?
No, that was definitely the best I could have done.
Yeah, and obviously after that taking pole, you had a few incidents. Obviously, you were leading, and then do you want to just take us through from there? Because it looked like when you took pole, it should have been an easy win, but it was far from that, wasn't it?
Yeah, in a couple safety cars I had damage, and on the restart someone blocked the pit entry, so in an entire lap I had to drive with a broken wing, which was quite irritating. But after a while another safety car came, and I could get back in the race.
Yeah, and you definitely did get back in the race. But in terms of skipping on towards the end there, when you were catching Pippo, your race pace and consistency, you didn't seem to be, when we were going on ball with you, taking a lot out the tyres. You were very kind of gradual and very slow and calm and calculated with the way you were steering the wheel and generally catching up Pippo. Were you just being very patient behind the wheel, or were you actually trying to push as fast as possible to catch Pippo?
No, I saw he had a penalty, so I was just trying to drive normal, and if I could catch him, I would have done it, but yeah, in the end he crashed actually, so I was quite surprised by that too.
Yeah, but I mean, overall, it was a brilliant race for you, but surely looking into the next few races, you've now taken 2 wins in a row, and I think with this pace, who knows what team you could be? You could probably be F1 next race for Canada, but is Canada one of your better tracks? Because obviously going there, it's completely different to the 2 street tracks you've won.
No, Canada is one of my weaker tracks actually. I don't really like it, and I have a lot of understeer while driving, so I definitely have to get to practicing, but I'll just see.
Yeah, and hopefully, once again, you put on a brilliant performance. Obviously, unlucky to not get the overtake done on the last lap, as that was shaping up to be one of the best overtakes of, I mean, the FRL probably season. But great race, obviously, from you taking pole, fastest lap and the win, and best of luck for Canada, no matter what tier you're in.
Thank you.
As moving on, I think who's next in the party? I'll have a check as we have. I mean, Demoniac, can we get a few words in English, preferably, from you of the race? If you're there.
Sorry for the mistakes. I hooked up with VIP. I did not manage.
Thanks, Demoniac. They're a very creative way, but you're gonna have to be quite quick type, because I'll ask you a few questions. Obviously, you qualified third. Were you happy with that lap? Did you feel it was the best lap you could have possibly done, or maybe even taken pole, or was Alpha just too fast? I'll be very patient for an answer, but...
J'ai perdu les freins.
Okay. I'm not very good with French, so I'm not sure what exactly that is, but in terms
I
of...
lost the brakes.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all fine, but obviously you did get P5 in the end. Would you say you're happy with the result?
Je comprends pas ce que tu dis. Attends, répète.
Okay, oui. And in terms of moving on to Canada, I mean, it is a French-speaking country, so do you think you'll be doing well there?
Je sais pas te répondre, désolé. Je veux m'excuser. Sorry pour VIP. Accrochage. Ça c'est à voir. Et sorry pour Alpha King, j'ai touché aussi. Touche. Sorry. Very sorry.
Yes. I'm sure your sorry messages will be accepted by them, but good luck in Canada. I'm sure you'll recover well. I mean, P5 after where you came from at the back of the grid, I think you can be happy with that. And hopefully you do well in Canada and enjoy your evening.
C'est compliqué. Pas fort l'anglais. Sorry, putain.
It's all fine.
Peut-être. Je vais te répondre.
I'll pretend I know what you're saying. But we should move on to Evil Zook, who I think finished the next highest in P6. Evil Zook, are you there?
Yeah, mate.
Well, it was a very bold race from you with your strategy and generally, I think, of a couple of overtakes and moments there. You look like it could have been a lot worse, but it also could have been a lot better. So just talk us through your qualifying to start off with.
Qualifying, I had so I was 6 tenths up on my best. My best run was 6 tenths up, and I 6 tenths up. I ran out of fuel right at the end, so I couldn't go for another lap as I had to drive back round with no fuel. So I could have definitely gotten higher. P11. I'm still happy with P11. I mean, I know I shouldn't be, but it put me onto a free choice of tyre. I think I was on fresh softs, thankfully, so it's not too bad. Qualifying definitely could have gone better though.
Yeah, I mean, it probably could have. Obviously, do you want to also? I don't think we talked about it with the drivers other than you. With the new handling model, obviously it was tough to practice with a lot of drivers for this race. How much more difficult would you say this handling model, or easier maybe it is, compared to the old one we had for Monaco?
For me, I think the handling model is. Sorry, I'm just quickly doing something. The handling model, It's a lot harder, I'd say, for street circuits. It's gonna definitely suit drivers around flatter circuits, full power, and all that. So, it'll be interesting to see how Canada goes with the new handling model. I'm just hoping what happened today doesn't happen again, where I get really dizzy because of my illness, and I lose my concentration crashing into Bar. I mean, Bar, if you're watching this, I am so fucking sorry, mate. I owe you a fucking...
Hey,
podium
swearing.
I'm trying.
Yeah, so I mean,
Conscious.
I think we caught it on stream, obviously, lap 1, where we only caught towards the end of it with you, Bar, and probably, I think it was 3 other drivers going very slowly. I mean, was that illegal overtake, safety car sort of thing? What do you know what sparked all of that? Because as a commentator, it was a bit just confusing, the whole situation.
Turn 1, I saw someone trying to go on the inside. I try and go wide and I clip Bar as soon as the virtual safety car starts. So me and him gets a 5-second penalty. Honestly, I only focus on my stuff. And again, I think it was what done my race over. I damaged my side pods on the first lap, and obviously no way to repair them. So I had drag and understeer. I had really bad car, and the setup did work wonders in the end. And P6, I'm happy with it.
I mean, your strategy you had to do, as you said, with the understeer, so to get anywhere up the grid, I guess it was kind of a must-need, but do you think you would have changed anything to your race in general in terms of strategy? Because there was quite a few safety cars where you could have maybe pitted for fresh mediums or softs.
I wouldn't change anything. I would have changed my first pits. No, I'm happy with the strategy because I had 10 seconds penalty. I thought, first safety car, I'll go around, do 1 5-second penalty on the mediums, and then I'll do a 2-stop if praying there's a late safety car. Obviously, the safety car came out lap 4 or 5, so I pitted again to get rid of my other 5-second penalty and go into the hards for a 1-stop.
And it worked pretty well getting you P6, so obviously you should be fairly happy with that. Obviously nice recovery drive, but in terms of Canada, as you were mentioning, that's going to be... I mean, it isn't a street circuit, but then again, it is a street circuit.
It is,
so,
but not.
It is, but not. But as you said, so in terms of Canada, do you think? I mean, your record at street circuits so far hasn't been probably as good as you maybe would have thought. But in terms of Canada, what's the aim?
Well, can it do better than I did in PGS? That's one aim, and basically not crash. Obviously, I know now oversteer is going to be... If you get oversteer in Canada, you're going to be out, I'd say. But going into it, I'm thinking, I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to try and just work my way up the grid and counter on other people's mistakes. Whether that means my qualifying's bad, because I can see it being a wet race, in my opinion, so...
Yeah, it'd be quite good. I'm just trying to think whether we've had a wet race this season.
China, but it was on slicks.
Ah, yes, that was. I thought we had one, but yeah, obviously great. Well, great in terms of the circumstances with the side pod damage race from you today, and hopefully in Canada you can maybe get on that podium. Where I guess after Spain you're probably dying to get back on.
Bar's getting on that podium before me. I know it's going to happen.
Oh, it's good to hear, and hopefully you'll see Alfa Romeo come back to good ways. So enjoy your evening, and hopefully next week you'll be back firing on all cylinders.
Will do. Alright. Debrief's going to be fun. Alright. See you. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks for commentary.
No worries. As looking at the rest of the party, I think we have 1 or 2 more, as we've got Ayrton Senna and Lewis. So the next driver on the list is Ayrton Senna in P7, so 3 drivers in a row. Ayrton Senna, you there? Is Lewis there? Is that Ayrton Senna or Lewis? Okay. Well, I mean, Lewis, I think you were just checking your race director. You made quite a few pit stops, I think 5 pit stops, but you managed to go 14 laps in, which was much better than in Monaco, where you only lasted 1 corner. But surely you're going to be disappointed to not get points today, where if you even finished the race on a lead lap, you would have got P9. Do you want to just speak us through what exactly happened? Because you were mentioning in the comments, obviously, with Highlander, that it was an incident to do with him with, I think it was around turn 14, no, sorry, 15. Do you want to just speak us through what basically kind of went on, whether maybe there was another car involved or the tyres were a factor? Yeah, as you said, I think there were a couple of 5-second penalties all round, as you were saying, and obviously with you catching up to the queue being further back, obviously that meant you had a full 14 or so cars ahead of you on the safety car. Do you think maybe if you would have qualified better, you would have been able to get yourself out of that kind of carnage in the midfield? Mm-hmm. And obviously, if you thought maybe you would have finished, do you think possibly a top 5 or a points finish would have been possible? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and obviously after you qualified P2 in Bahrain, it has been a little bit on the downside since then. Surely, after your best qualifying ever in FRL, in the very first qualifying of F4, you're surely now going to be wanting to get right back up there for Canada and put in a good performance, put in the effort and sweat and everything. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, we've got a full 24 races, and we've only done 5, so 19 left. And as you said, you've still got some of your stronger tracks like Great Britain and a few others. Hopefully, you're going to be firing on all cylinders there, and maybe getting even a podium. Who knows? Maybe even cheeky win with how wacky and crazy this race was. But fingers crossed for Canada, you can get back into the points, and good luck, I guess, for Canada. As if Ayrton Senna or anyone else I'm missing in a party, just say. As I think, yeah, I think that's it. So, obviously, everyone, thanks for watching this crazy race. Could have been a dash to the line, a little drag race all the way to the line between Alpha King and Pippo. Pippo, sadly, not even scoring a point with the crash, but it was a brilliant race for all drivers. Sadly, 6 safety cars, or however many it was, I couldn't keep the count, but quite a few obviously overshadowed the race. Hopefully we get a little bit cleaner racing for F4 around Canada with the track, which it is and it isn't a street track. So hopefully you'll catch us in a week's time for Canada, and we will see you then.